to another episode of Outcasts to Icons. And as always, if you are enjoying this series so far, please do drop a like on the video. Now, in the last episode, we came from 2 goals down at home to Greuther Fürth to earn ourselves a 2-2 draw in a game that I think we probably could have won as well, but we have a hoodoo on us, it seems, with Greuther. And as you can see from the results this month so far, it's been a bit hit and miss, really. But I can now confirm, without even really needing, I said confirm, I can now confirm that we have been promoted to the top flight, as things stand at the moment. Sorry, not as you said, we have been, despite that poor little run there. Also, we've been offered 4 more jobs, or 4 more job interviews, since we last spoke. I'm going to go through them. I always feel like I need to tell you about these, just so you can sort of see the kind of interviews we're being offered. Got our first job interview in Scotland with Aberdeen, who are 8th in the SPL at the time, and obviously we declined it because, you know, we're staying here for a little bit. We also got offered job interviews with Wigan, Bournemouth and Huddersfield. Bournemouth and Huddersfield are both in the Championship, and Wigan have just been relegated from the Premier League. So again, would all really not really, I don't think that, I'd rather just stay here, to be honest, and manage in the top flight next year and see what we can do. Plus, you know, promotion is definitely going to do our reputation some good, and I'm sure that we can maybe find ourselves a decent move potentially at the end of next season, or maybe during, depending on, you know, if a big offer comes in. That's sort of where I'm looking at the moment, but I'm quite happy to go ahead with another season here because we're going to be going into the top flight, so that's always going to be amazing. So let's talk about what's happened. So we needed to get back on good terms after the slight blip, but I'm still happy with the result against Fürth, and that's exactly what we did. Away at Ingolstadt, Gyoko Todorovsky and Ryan Jacko in the early stages gave us a 2-0 lead, and we just didn't let it slip. Alexander Ringdigger injured again, which was a shame, and obviously the red card for Terrazino didn't really make much of a difference on the overall sort of feel of the game, really, and a vital win for us in a huge away match. Next up, we found ourselves against Sandhausen. We all expected to win this. They're bottom of the league, struggling like mad, and we basically put the hammer down on them. Basically, there was nothing else to it than that. Jacko scored within the first minute to add another to his tally for the season, and I'm fairly certain now he will be top scorer in the German second tier, which is great, and hopefully we can sort of translate some of that into scoring in the top flight next year, although that is going to be very difficult. Then they did equalise though through Gerrit Vedkamp, and I was a bit shocked, but I felt that we could push on, and that is exactly what we did in the second half. Matuszewski, who'd come off the bench, gave us back the advantage on 57 minutes with a great finish cutting in, and then Jacko added a second goal to his tally for the evening before a Marvin Jaeger own goal added a 4th for us, and another really solid victory with plenty of goals, which is basically what we do. And as you can see from the stats in this one, we really were fantastic, and it's performances like that we need to see a little bit more of, basically. And if we can carry that sort of stuff into next year, I feel we've got a chance of staying up. Next up came a very disappointing match. As you can see from the stats in this one, it was almost more of a domination fest than the previous one. Unfortunately, Breno missed a penalty on 30 minutes when we were flying in this game, and then this happened. Because, I couldn't believe this. I have to show you this. Schoenfeld, long-range effort eventually comes in from Grilson, and the goalkeeper, it's going out of play. Kraft dives over, but on his knees, and just bats the ball back into the path of Probst. So they scored directly from that, and I was gutted. I really was. It was horrible. And then we managed to grab an equaliser through Ryan Jacko, but only a 1-1 draw at home to Darmstadt was not really ideal. We should have won that game, and the fact is, the annoying thing about this one as well was, had we won that game, we'd have been promoted on the spot right there, because Greuther drew against, I think it was, I can't remember exactly who it was, but yeah. So we should have been promoted that day. In our next match, we had to travel away to FSV, who, of course, remember, beat us at home earlier in the season in that horrible live-com game we had, and they were just as good in this one. I think 4-1 was maybe a little bit harsh on us, I have to say. Fabian Benko gave them the lead on 8 minutes before Lucas Cueto doubled it on the round about the half an hour mark. Then in the second half, we conceded a penalty, and they were 3-0 up against us, and we just weren't having a good time. Then Petr Boy, which is always good for a goal, got one back for us, and I thought the comeback was on, but then almost immediately, obviously, we went to overload, and Besar Halimi made it 4-1 to Frankfurt. So a bit of a shame there. Also, the injuries to Kraus and Montero did not exactly help us out that much in this game either. But results elsewhere went for us in that game. Greuther lost, and Mainz drew, meaning that we are currently joint top on the league with Mainz. All we have to do today is equal or better Mainz's results, and we are champions. So Fürth are going to come third, which is good. We've managed to get that 5-point gap, but it is down to us and Mainz. And I feel like over the course of the season, we've deserved it. We've scored a lot more goals than Mainz. Yeah, okay, we've not been quite so defensively solid, but we've been brilliant at times, and we really have. This tactic just seems to really revolutionise teams, and I just wonder how we're going to cope in the top flight next season playing the same tactic. If we can bring in some players in the right areas and spend some money in the right areas, I just don't know how we're going to be financially next year. That is the main problem. We are £10 million in debt now because as much as I've managed to shift a load of players off the wage bill, we've just had no money coming in, and it's really causing us a lot of problems because our attendances are down, our stadium's huge. Hopefully that will change a bit next year, but I really do worry about us financially over the summer, whether I'll actually be given any money to bring in any players. That could be a huge issue for us. That's seriously a massive issue. So let's take a quick gander at the squad. And yeah, we'll do a squad report after this. So as you can see, Jacko now with 25 goals in his first season for us. I'm really pleased with the lad. Really, really pleased. Todorovsky is in there with 9 as well, which is nice. And Bojic, of course, has grabbed 7. As for assists, Montero with 14 and Kapushka in there with 8. Man of the matches, Jacko and Todorovsky now with 5 apiece. As for pass completion, Kapushka 86. That's nice. That's what I like to see. Average rating, Montero is just edging out Jacko. Key aerial challenges, of course, is Julien. Key passes, of course, is Montero. But Kraus has been coming along nicely in there too, which is good to see. Key tackles, of course, is 16 for Julien. And of course, interceptions, is once again Christophe Julien with 422. And it's a shame that we're going to lose him, but we've got really no choice in the matter. As for value, well, I still worry about if we lose Vucicevic in the summer as well. That could be a real problem for us. I just don't know how to go about it. So, without further ado, let's believe in the tree. I've seen some of that in the comments. Let's go and get out there and try to beat Kaiserslautern today. Now, Mainz are playing Hansa Rostock, so you feel that they're probably going to get a result there, which means it's really down to us to go and try and win this one. We've done okay against Kaiserslautern. If you recall, we beat them in our first game in charge. Now, of course, Kraus is injured, which is a shame. So we're going to go with Jacko, Kapushka, Bojic, Ring, Todorovsky, Montero, Vucicevic, Weissenberger, Julien, Breno, and Kraft. On the bench, we've got Rudolf, Majewski, Halkic, Schweinsteiger, Bayrak, and Meyer. So again, we're still bare bones, but I'm just feeling that little bit more confident. We've done well with the team that we've got, and this tactic does seem to really be the ultimate tactic for the underdog teams. I'm really pleased with that. So, without further ado, all we have to do, it will be, but we've done well. Again, don't know who that is. I feel like today could be a day. It could go either way, I think. But I really do want to win the league. You know, I think that might gain us a little bit more rep points if we actually win this division. But we've added a promotion to our repertoire, and we hadn't had one of those up till this point. We'd never got a team promoted before. We'd always been, having won 2 titles in Kazakhstan, we now finally have a promotion to add to our record. Kapushka now, into Jacko. Be good if we got a massive win as well. Jacko's got such great dribbling ability. He's going all the way through and has a great strike over the bar there. He really does love to run at people. I might actually tell him. I'm just going to have a quick look at his dribbling stat. Jacko, what's his dribbling like? 16. Oh no, that's his 14 dribbling. I tell you what, I'm just wondering if we go into our player stats here and just tell him to dribble more, if we've got that option. Oh, okay, we already have it active. Okay, fair enough. I was unsure on that because I just wonder if we could maybe set some stuff. I usually do use, for some players that are good at dribbling, I use a special individual instruction that only applies to them. Because look at this, he can run past people brilliantly, and he's still developing as a player. He's not exactly old. He's still got some time to improve a little bit more, I feel. So hopefully he could do a good job for us next season. Jacko around the corner for Kapushka. Good save in the end there from Sipil. A good start from Hertha. All we have to do, guys, remember, is equal or better Mainz's results. So if they win, we win. If they draw, we can do whatever we like, really. If they lose, we can literally lose this one as well, but I would rather not. Ring with a strike and it's over the bar, and what an incredible opening to this game. We've been fantastic, and there you go, Mainz are leading now, so we need to win. Montero, ball back across, Jacko going around his man, good save on the rebound, Jacko makes it 1-0 to Hertha, and what a start this is. 26 goals this season in all competitions. I'm not entirely sure how many that is in the league. We'll have a quick check at the overall stats in the end, because that is... He's had a really, really solid first season for us. I genuinely didn't know how he was going to do, having been released by Marseille line as a first-choice striker for a Hertha Berlin. I thought there was a bit much for him, but he's stepped into the fold brilliantly, and I do wonder whether he's going to be able to carry that in next season. We're going to need to bring in some reinforcements. I just really hope that we're going to be able to. That's my main worry, that the club's financial situation, is, if anything, is even worse. Now, Bojic makes it 2-0 now, and surely Hertha will be champions of the German second tier now. What a great start this has been. Kaiserslautern have just been non-existent in this game. Bojic adding another to his tally this year. Montero going out wide here, almost like a corner there. Kapushka dropping it in. Bojic with the first time strike. What a hit that is from Bojic, and it's 2-0 inside the first 10 minutes. This game is looking dead in the water at the moment. Mainz have a second goal, but it is at the moment looking merely like consolation. I think they'll probably hit 4 or 5 past Hansa Rostock, but it's not going to make much difference. And I thought there was going to be a penalty to us or something there. That would have been amazing. Todorovsky with another brilliant tackle. Be good if we could get a massive win on the final day to really say, you know, we're going to be good next season. We're not just going to... Obviously, we're going to be in a massive relegation dogfight, and it's something we've not been in that position for a little while. We've been kind of leading good sides lately, but we're going to be in for a dogfight next season, and we're going to have to do our best to get out of it. Jacko going around his man again, Vucicevic, Bojic, so tight in that area, but we're keeping the ball amazingly well so far. Kapushka, Vucicevic, Montero, please don't shoot. Played it back, Bojic, off the crossbar, Montero now. And that's a corner, and what a start to this game. We've been unbelievable. We could have been 3 or 4 up by now, and I'd like to think that at the end of the game, it's going to reflect that. I'd like to see us win this one 3 or 4-0. With the way we're playing at the moment, their tactic has not changed yet. This has been an incredible first half performance. Set pieces they look very vulnerable on, and we're fantastic on set pieces. Kapushka now, inside to Bojic. Will he shoot again? He does, off the crossbar this time again. We've hit the woodwork twice already. 2 clear cuts, 2 half chances. 3 of their 5 shots have also been from long range. They're just getting nowhere near us. Kapushka out to Bojic, drops it across. Oh, cleared. But Breno will bring this down this time. Can he? What a start. 2 is good, but a 3rd will just make me feel that little bit more confident about us not throwing this away, because we've generally don't throw things away, although we did have that one weird game earlier in the season. We're actually generally better coming from behind. We're just a good team. We've played a fantastic season, and a club like Hertha deserve to be back up into the top flight, and I'm glad that we have been the ones to get them there, basically. It's been a solid bit of play from the first season, and then taking him into this year with the financial trouble that we were in, it was basically like one shot at glory. If we did it, it was fantastic. If not, we were in big trouble, because a third or 4th season down here would have been just what about that from Jacko? I don't know how the club would have survived another year. I think they would have ended up going into administration and then all kinds of problems. I don't know whether there'd be points deductions and stuff, but I think getting up might just be the saviour of this club, because they are a great team and with a huge history and a massive stadium to fill. I'm hoping that Kapushka out wide to Ring, and again saved. What incredible first half performance. If we can put in some performances like this against some teams next season, I don't see why we can't stay up. It is going to be about staying up, though. That is, of course, unless we get a massive job offer in the summer. And I'm talking massive. I'm talking top half, top flight team in one of the big leagues that haven't won the European Cup before, and not England, ideally, just because I just want to stay away from England for as long as possible. Ideally, in fact, avoid it entirely, just because it's trying to keep things a little bit fresher without going to England all the time. But unfortunately, we're always going to get job offers in England because of our nationality. It's just one of those things. Chikvar, out wide to Klitsch. Got another chance for a set piece here. Bojic now. Can he goes for Jacko, cuts inside. Great save again. Jacko's had chances to score 3 or 4 goals today. We've been just insanely good. I'm truly satisfied with the performance today, is the best way to look at it. We've been utterly brilliant. Mainz have now got a 3rd goal, but it's going to make no difference to them. They could smash any number of goals past. Jacko again bringing it down. Now he's going to make a run back through that middle bit again. He looks like he could be on for 2 or 3 goals today. If the chances are put on the plate for him, I reckon he could get another goal or 2. They're there for the taking if he wants them. He's been on form today. Ring out wide to Kapushka. There's a little channel. Jacko going through the channel. Oh, what a finish that is from Ryan Jacko. 3-0 to Hertha. 27 for the season, and surely now that's wrapped up any hope of anyone else getting top scorer in this league. He's been fantastic. He just seems to play on the edge of that last defender. Lovely touch here to bring that into his path, and to actually be able to finish from that kind of tight angle. Keeper nearly gets there, but it's 3-0. Let's see. Oh, another chance. Okay, I was going to make a substitution. What I'll do is I'll prepare the sub now. That way we can make it after this. I'm going to bring on Radziewski for... I'll tell you what, both of our lads up top are actually doing a bloody good job. I'm going to bring on Rudolph for Weissenberger because he's looking a bit knackered. And if we had anyone that could play on that right-hand side, that would just be ideal. I don't really think Mayer's that great there, but it might just be good to get someone in, just because Ring's looking a bit knackered as well. Go on, don't let them have a goal back, and please don't foul him. Oh, wow, he probably should have done better with that. That was a good opportunity. They've yet to hit the target. We're very good at encouraging teams to miss shots, it would seem. This is probably one of our best performances of the season, and we've had some good results, but this, for me, is the most dominating one. Final day of the season as well, to put in a performance like this, just to really say, yeah, we are going to go up, and we're going to go up as champions. And fuck y'all. Kapushka now bringing the ball away. Is there a counter-attack on, maybe? Can he flick it inside? He can't in the end, unfortunately. I think there's a hat-trick in this game for Ryan Jacko. I don't think he's actually got us a hat-trick at any stage just yet. We're going to make one more sub just to get Todorovsky's not been fantastic in the middle there. Just get him off, get Bayrak on for a little bit. He's got some potential. I've also been scouting Mangutkin from not Sparks, like he's at someone else now, isn't he? He's at Toby or someone. But I'm just looking and see if we could maybe look at bringing someone like that in if we get a chance to. But, they want about 800,000. I just don't know how well we're going to. We may have to rely on free transfers again this summer. I honestly have no idea what sort of state the club is going to be in financially once we get the sort of initial bonuses for being in the top flight. It's going to be an interesting one. I don't know how much money we're actually going to be able to spend on players, if any at all, because our transfer budget's already been set and the wage budget, they're the same as they currently are. But, good save from Kraft there. First shot on target for Kaiserslautern as well. It's only taken them 85 minutes to get it. It's been a great performance. We've done what we needed to do, we've won the match, and we've scored a few goals in the process. Jacko with 2 of them as well, which is always pleasing for me. Vucicevic making an overlap here. He's running incredibly slowly there for some reason, and that surely was a foul. No? Okay. But hey, we'll take it. What a performance again. A nice 3-0, a nice clean sheet. Flock now with the free kick, Kraft with the save, and would you believe it, the rebound didn't go in the back of the net. Praise be to the Lord of Rebounds. And there we go, Hertha 3, Kaiserslautern 0. Hertha are champions on goal difference in the end. Good solid win, guys, well done. 2 assists for Kapushka, 2 goals for Ryan Jacko. Now we can go take a little gander at the way the league is looking. Not the league, you know what I mean, you already know how the league's looking. It's looking delightful. Fort did actually win as well, Mainz won, as did VFL, so, the same, all the top teams in the Division 1. But it looks like Bochum, who actually were sitting in 12th when we played them, are heading down. On the final layers, Ingolstadt and Dusseldorf both hop out of the relegation place and overtake. So that's a shock. So there we go. Yeah, Jacko top scorer in the league, and he actually did need those goals. 25 goals in 34 games this year. Rani Kadira is the top player overall in the division. Most assists, Montero has 12, and Kapushka now with 11 up there. Clean sheets for Kraft. That last clean sheet has just taken us over the edge. So they may have only conceded 25 goals, but they didn't keep as many clean sheets as us. That's good. It just means that when we did concede, we conceded more, it would seem. Most yellow cards, Todorovsky's up there, which is a little disappointing. Let's see. Key passes, Montero wins that hands down. Shots on target ratio, that's very important to see. Only Ginjek has a better average minutes to goals ratio. Let's see if there's anything else. Kraus is actually... No, wait, we've got no one on the man of the match one, which is a bit of a surprise. Appearances, goals, of course, assists... Wins? What about wins? Yeah, games won. Least conceded. Oh, interesting. We got no one on that one at all. Surprising. And obviously, yeah, conceded goals. That makes sense as well. Right, let's take a quick gander at the squad so we can go run through things and see who's improving and who isn't. So Todorovsky is actually improving. And look at that. Actually, I'm really pleased with him. He could be a really solid player for us next season. Milan Vucicevic, of course, is another so good player. He's a really good player for us as well. Happy with him. Weissenberger... He's reaching the end of his sort of run. Obviously, Sebastian Volk is the goalkeeper I signed because we needed a goalkeeper, but of course, that was pointless. Hans Bader, he's one for the future. Hasn't really... Oh, he's actually improved in some areas. Kurshat, Bayrak, again, he's not bad. Peter Bojic, of course, has done a solid job for us this year, the Serb. Breno, really like Breno. He's done a really decent job for us, although I think he might be perhaps not with the money we paid for him. He probably could have done a little bit better. Then again, he still averaged a 7 overall. Haris Halkic, he's got time to improve the Bosnian, so there's room there for improvement. Ryan Jacko, though, massively happy with him. That 16 finishing is clearly doing the world of good for him. Unfortunately, his contract is up in 2... Now, we're okay for him at the moment, so that's good. We're keeping good tabs on there. Christoph Julian, unfortunately, will be leaving, which is a shame because he's a decent defender. Bartosz Kapushka, of course, is another one of our stalwarts of the team. Thomas Kraft, I mean, you can't go wrong with this lad. He's a fantastic player, and he's worth the money we've got him on, frankly. I'll be keeping him as long as we physically can. Christopher Kraus, one of the youngsters. I say youngsters, he's 22. Another really solid performer for us this year. Christian Montero is another absolutely fantastic player, and be glad to keep him going. Radoszewski, he's done okay for us, and he has some certain areas of his game, like his dribbling, that certainly set him apart, but I just think that some other areas are a little bit poor. Malte Richter, again, another youngster, and Alexander Ring, of course, the 32-year-old Finn, who refused to sign a new contract, so he'll be gone as well. Martin Safer, of course, is the Adamenko lookalike we brought in. He's got potential, but he's not going to be playing just yet. And obviously, we're back to Gyoko Todorovsky. So, guys, in the next episode, As far as I'm aware, and at the time of me saying this, of course, we will be starting next season, of course, with Hertha Berlin in the top flight in Germany. It'll be the first time we've managed, in this save, in the top flight of one of Europe's major leagues. So that's going to be awesome for us. However, if we were to get some massive job offer, I would have to consider it, but I just don't think that's going to be the case at the moment. I think what's more likely to happen is we're going to be preparing for a brand new season with Hertha Berlin, where we can hopefully try and keep them up in the top flight. And I just do worry about what kind of situation the club's going to be in financially with regard to who we can actually bring in the summer because of the serious financial troubles that we're going to be in. So I just wonder how well we're going to be able to do and whether the board will actually even give us any money for players. I'll have a look at some of the projected balances and just see if there's any room for, like, maybe we could take out some not wage debt, but take out some debt temporarily, knowing that TV money and whatnot over the next couple of years, if we could stay up, would manage to turn us back into the green just to give us enough of a chance. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking and a lot of scouting. So if you guys like the fact that we're in the top flight again, please do drop a like on the video, and if you'd like it even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Outcast icons like this and From the Shadows in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for the first not the first home game, it might be a home game, first game of next season with Hertha, unless anything ridiculous happens in the summer. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.